Good evening. Thanks for being here. Flights into and out of Campbell Rivers Airport were grounded for most of the morning after a baggage inspector discovered what looked to be a hand grenade. The suspected explosive was bound for a Central Mountain Air flight on its way to Vancouver. The planes and the terminal were immediately evacuated while an explosives team was brought in. A News reporter Gord Kurbis shows us what happened next.
A security perimeter is set up around Campbell Rivers Municipal Airport, and the terminal is evacuated. Something suspicious has been detected inside a piece of checked baggage, and investigators believe it may be explosive.
The item itself is a composite of metal, was very visible on the X-ray to security personnel.
RCMP were called to the airport around 6:30 this morning and immediately sealed off the area. The baggage was tracked back to two men trying to board this Central Mountain Air flight to Vancouver.
They asked all the people to leave the building, and then somebody came into the security and asked us to leave. And everything went really well. Everybody was calm.
As passengers were quickly shuffled to a nearby fire hall, emergency equipment moved into position, and RCMP detained the two men for questioning. Flights coming into Campbell River were diverted to Comox, but this plane was allowed in. On board were extra resources.
The explosive disposal unit from Vancouver was called. They're a skillful team that's deployed to determine whether or not an item is explosive or not.
The item turned out to be this replica hand grenade, which in actual fact is a spice grinder.
Commonly used for grinding marijuana, and other people may use it to grind spices as well.
Through the X-ray system, the grenade did appear to be real. The airport is owned by the city of Campbell River, and the mayor is praising the emergency response.
I'm really pleased and proud of the performance from the RCMP, from our airport staff, from the airlines, and to the passengers. I think everybody took it in stride.
Once it was determined there was no threat, the explosive team packed up, and passengers who took everything well were allowed back in the terminal.
A couple hours late of my arrival time, but under these circumstances, it doesn't get any better than that.
With the passengers re-screened and in the holding area, they were looking forward to finally getting to board this aircraft. But then an announcement came over the PA saying there was a new problem. Apparently, the lengthy delays had caused a problem with the crew. They were getting too close to going over their airtime. That meant the crew had to be released. The passengers were let go from the security area, and now the plane sits here waiting for a new crew. James Hempstead is one of many trying to fly to Fort McMurray. He wasn't sure when he would be able to leave.
Oh, we'll just have to wait and see. I have no idea at the moment. This has been a long day so far.
In the end, the two men were released without charges, but they won't be getting that replica grenade back. In Campbell River, Gord Kurbis, A News.